Greetings, wealth warriors! Welcome back to Frugally Rich, your go-to hub for money-saving insights, budget-building strategies, and the freedom that comes with frugality. If you're new here, hit subscribe and ring that bell for a wealth of content designed to enrich your financial journey. Today, we're diving into a compelling topic that's sure to reshape your financial perspective. We're exploring frugality versus cheapness. What's the difference? Intriguing, isn't it? In the realm of personal finance, frugality and cheapness are often used interchangeably. But are they truly identical? Or are we overlooking the subtle distinctions? Is being cheap simply an extreme form of frugality? Or do these terms carry different financial connotations? Today, we're on a quest to decode these terms, shatter stereotypes, and reveal the true essence of frugality versus cheapness. So buckle up, Frugally Rich family, as we embark on an enlightening journey through the intriguing world of financial terminology. Let's kickstart this debate. Alright, Frugally Rich family, let's delve into our first concept, frugality. It's a term we're quite fond of here, isn't it? But what does it truly encapsulate? The dictionary defines frugality as the quality of being frugal or prudent in saving, the lack of wastefulness. But let's dissect that. Fundamentally, frugality is about maximizing value, prioritizing needs over wants, and being resourceful with our resources. Frugality is not synonymous with self-deprivation or denial of joy. On the contrary, it's about comprehending the worth of our hard-earned dollars and utilizing them in ways that yield maximum satisfaction and long-term benefits. It's about making intelligent choices, decisions that are beneficial to our financial health, align with our goals, and contribute positively to our overall lifestyle. Consider this. A frugal individual may opt to invest in a high-quality item that's slightly more costly up front but has a longer lifespan and delivers more value over time. Why? Because they understand that this choice will save them money in the long run. Frugality also cultivates creativity and resourcefulness. It could be as simple as transforming an old ladder into a chic bookshelf, or meal planning to optimize grocery shopping and minimize food waste. It's these small, smart decisions that compound over time, leading to substantial savings and a more sustainable lifestyle. So, to encapsulate, frugality is a strategic, smart approach to money management that enables us to live comfortably within our means without compromising our happiness or future financial stability. Sounds pretty savvy, doesn't it? Now, let's flip the coin and examine our second term, cheapness. This one can be a bit complex to navigate, but bear with me, we'll dissect it together. Cheapness, unlike frugality, is typically about spending the least amount possible, often without consideration for quality, sustainability, or long-term value. A person exhibiting cheapness may opt for the least expensive option every time, even if it ends up costing more in the long run due to lack of durability or poor performance. For instance, imagine you need a new pair of running shoes. A person demonstrating cheapness might buy the least expensive pair they can find, even if they're uncomfortable or poorly made. But what happens? They wear out quickly. They might even cause foot pain or injuries. So you end up buying a new pair sooner than expected, spending more money and time in the process. Cheapness can also impact relationships and reputation. It's the reluctance to share or contribute fairly, always looking for a free ride or at the expense of others. This is not what we advocate here on Frugally Rich, right? So while cheapness and frugality both involve a focus on savings and reduced spending, the key difference lies in the attitude towards quality, value, and overall well-being. Frugality is sustainable, mindful, and respects value, whereas cheapness is short-sighted and prioritizes low cost above all else. But remember, folks, this isn't about passing judgment. It's about understanding these concepts so that we can make informed decisions and foster a healthy relationship with our finances. And before we move on, if you're enjoying this discussion and find it helpful, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. We regularly share insights like these to help you live richly, frugally. And of course, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you identify more with frugality, or have you had moments of cheapness that you've learned from? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. Moving forward, savvy savers, let's delve deeper into how frugality and cheapness compare. Remember, the goal isn't to label or judge, but to understand these behaviors better so we can make more informed financial decisions. At the heart of frugality, as we've seen, lies maximizing value. It's the art of striking a balance between spending and saving, focusing on long-term benefits. A frugal person will invest in quality items that last, even if they might cost a bit more up front. They're the ones maintaining their possessions carefully, maximizing their lifespan. Frugality promotes sustainability and respects value. On the flip side, cheapness primarily aims at minimizing immediate expenditure. A cheap person might sacrifice quality, sustainability, and sometimes even dignity to save a few bucks. As we discussed earlier, this approach might work in the short run, but it often leads to more expenses or lost opportunities in the long run. But here's the thing, these aren't fixed identities. You don't have to choose a camp and stay there. Most of us have likely exhibited behaviors from both sides at different times. The important thing is to become more aware of our habits and make conscious decisions that align with our values and long-term financial goals. To put it simply, frugality is about living within your means while maximizing value, whereas cheapness is about spending less, sometimes even at the cost of value. One seeks to enrich life, the other risks diminishing it. That being said, everyone's situation is unique, and we all have different financial constraints and objectives. What matters most is finding a balance that works for you and contributes to your financial health and overall well-being. And with that, my frugal friends, we've reached the end of our comparison. Next up, we'll be discussing ways to embrace frugality without slipping into cheapness. Stay tuned, because this is going to be a game changer for your financial journey. Alright folks, now that we've gotten a grasp of the concepts, let's talk about how frugality and cheapness can affect your personal finance. This is where the rubber meets the road, and we really start to see the difference between the two. So let's start with frugality. As we've discussed, a frugal person is all about getting the best bang for their buck, and that extends to their personal finance as well. They might choose to buy a quality product at a higher price because they know it will last longer and provide better value over time. They'll make a budget and stick to it, saving where they can, but never at the expense of value or quality. Frugality, when practiced effectively, can lead to significant savings without compromising on lifestyle or happiness. A frugal person may also look for ways to increase their income, perhaps by investing wisely or seeking opportunities for professional growth. They understand that money saved is money earned, and that a balanced approach to spending and saving can lead to financial prosperity. On the other hand, cheapness can often have a detrimental effect on personal finance. A person who is excessively focused on minimizing costs might make decisions that are penny-wise but pound-foolish. For example, they might buy an expensive product that breaks down after a few uses, leading to repeated purchases and ultimately costing more in the long run. A cheap person might also miss out on opportunities to grow their wealth because they're too focused on saving instead of wisely investing. They might overlook the concept of value for money and instead gravitate towards the lowest price tag, sometimes at the cost of their time, convenience, or even health. While both frugality and cheapness can lead to savings, the approach and outcome can be vastly different. Frugality fosters a sustainable and fulfilling lifestyle, while cheapness can lead to compromises and missed opportunities. So, my savvy savers, where do you see yourself on this spectrum? And remember, there's no judgment here. We're all learning and growing together. Be sure to comment below and share your thoughts and experiences. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and join our Frugally Rich family. Up next, we'll discuss how to transition from being cheap to being frugal. Stay tuned. And there we have it, my frugal friends. We've unpacked the concepts of frugality and cheapness, explored their impact on personal finance, and hopefully given you some food for thought. As we've seen, while both approaches involve mindful spending, frugality comes with an added focus on value, sustainability, and long-term benefits. In our journey towards financial freedom, it's essential to remember that saving money isn't about depriving ourselves or always going for the cheapest option. It's about making smart, informed choices that allow us to make the most of our resources and live abundantly within our means. So, whether you identify more with the frugal approach or find yourself leaning towards cheapness, know that the path to financial wellness is a journey. It's never too late to reassess your spending habits and shift your mindset. Remember, the goal is to live a life that feels rich, regardless of how much you're spending. If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It might just spark a financially fruitful conversation. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join our Frugally Rich community. We're all about turning pennies into power and savings into superpowers. Thank you so much for tuning in today, my frugal friends. I'm really looking forward to reading your comments and thoughts on this topic. Remember, in our quest to be frugally rich, it's not just about the destination, but the journey we take to get there. Until next time, keep living richly, frugally. Stay frugally rich.